well, I was going to talk to you first. You've been back here in Chiodos for a while now, right?
Yeah, a couple years.
So how's it going? Everybody's back in an old groove, or is it new now?
No, it's a new groove. It's a new groove, but it has. I mean, we're still the same people, right? We are conscious of everything that kind of like happened in the past, but we don't dwell on it. We just use it like lessons moving forward.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And you guys have a new album out called Devil.
Yeah, Devil.
And
Go pick it up.
Devil. Go by Devil.
Do it.
Wow. Okay, and you guys are touring right now.
Yeah.
Now you guys are actually going to be in our magazine in August, in our August issue. So do you have any idea what you guys are be doing around that time?
In August, I think we'll be doing a tour that we're going to announce here in like 2 weeks or something.
Oh, it's still a secret?
It's still a secret. I would love to tell you, trust me, but then everyone would be so mad at me. Everyone would be so mad at me. I'd get calls from management. The guy would probably kick me out of the band again. It would be awful.
Oh, we don't want that.
Please don't make me do this.
Okay. So let's talk about your tattoos. You obviously, we have a lot to talk about. So let's talk about the other guys first. Do you have any tattoos?
I have a few, yeah.
Okay. Oh, and he doesn't have a voice, so bear with him.
I'll try my best.
Okay.
So my first tattoo I actually got in this guy's basement. When I was not basement, but
a basement tattoo.
It was in his living room, and I was 15, and I always just liked stars, so I got that. When I was 16, I got a tattoo on my chest. They didn't know until I was 18. So
How'd you hide it for that look?
I always wore a towel over when I got out of the shower.
That's commitment, man.
Yeah, the tattoo up on my chest, this guy drew in as a band I played in high school called Porterfield Mayday.
What?
It was called Porterfield Mayday.
Okay.
You can Wikipedia it and find out all the information on it.
I just need to understand you, so I don't.
No, I understand, yeah. So I got that, then I got that followed by this like rolling dice thing, which for me was just like take chances, high roller. It's got my birthday in there.
You're a high roller.
Not with money, but with taking risks.
Okay.
So, risk taker. So, then this is basically just a drummer skeleton. And basically, just represents like all of drums till I die, kind of thing. So, and this tattoo is just where I'm from, and just constant reminder of the things I am. So, and then I got this one as well, just because.
You have more than a few.
More than a few. Jeez. But these two are basically that I'm not picky. You can be blonde, you can be brunette, it's all good.
Or Hawaiian, or wait,
or Hawaiian.
No,
well, this is a Sailor Jerry tattoo.
Yes.
So, this one just kind of celebrates like my love for motorcycles, and my first name means leader of all men, and I'm also 8th, Chippewa Indian. So I got that one.
That was Chippewa.
Chippewa. So that's like a tribe based. It's a tribe based out of Montana.
Okay.
Yeah, where my family's from.
Is there a certain artist you go to lately, at least?
No, I haven't got a tattoo in probably like, well, that's a lie. The last tattoo I got was on my butt.
Oh, wait, you need a
Yeah, okay.
Oh, wait.
You got a butt tattoo?
Oh, how cute is that?
So the story behind that is a group of guys that I grew up with. One of our friends is a tattoo artist, and he's tattooed this on all of our group of friends. We've been friends for like 10 to 13 years.
You all have matching butt tattoos?
Correct. The story that goes with it is pretty crazy, but besides the point, yeah, we have all matching friend tattoos. Yeah. But other than that, I haven't been tattooed by the same person ever.
Okay.
And probably the last real tattoo I got was like 6 or 7 years ago, which was this one. So, Taste of Chaos, whenever that was, like 2007. So 8, 9, 10.
Taste of Chaos, do you know like what state that was in?
Yes, I got it in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll look them up.
Yeah.
And you have one tattoo, you said? Or no, you said you had a few.
5, yeah.
5.
Something like that.
Okay.
I have 5.5.3, but something like that. Something like that. Something kind of.
I think my first one was Sega down here on my calf, and then about a year and a half ago, me and Craig got wrestling character cartoons, our favorite ones from childhood, and so I got the Junkyard Dog.
You have one too?
Yeah, I got Jake the Snake.
Where's yours?
On my hip.
And then I got kind of a tribute to the band Cursive's Ugly Organ album. Some keys, Cursive.
Okay.
And then there's some up here. I have this gnarly bruise that you might be covering them. So.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is from a dolly piece. Just kind of represents the irony of warfare, and if you're pointing a gun at somebody, someone else is pointing a gun at you, you know, type of thing. And then the band's logo back here.
Gotta represent.
Yeah, and that's all of them.
Where's your band logo?
I don't have one.
That's it for me.
And any certain artist, or you also just kind of travel around and get them?
I think, yeah, each one of them's from somebody different. So that's the cool thing about traveling and being in a band is like people always want to come out and tattoo you and stuff. And
do you guys
you know.
ever get tattooed like on the bus or anything like that?
Yeah, we have them set up in the back lounge and let them do their thing.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'll go over here to you.
Yeah. I only have one.
It's crazy that Pat got one though.
Yeah.
You know that friend that you think will never get a
And then he
tattoo,
finally
and then
does?
all of a sudden randomly like just does it on a whim.
Yeah, and it was in the like
was
what you
in-
were just talking about in the back
in
of
the
the
back
bus.
lounge
We set up and worked
with
through last
Steve.
year. Yeah.
Last year?
Yeah.
So you're newly de-virginized.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's huge. Like you don't
It's
understand.
Just a black band because I like.
What made you get a tattoo and then the black band?
I just wanted to experience what it was like, try it out for at least once. And the black band is just I was doing this thing where like tried to make the golden ratio of my leg, and also just like minimalism. So
So was it a horrible experience, or do you think you'll get more?
I probably won't get more, but it wasn't a bad experience.
Okay. You're not a big baby?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I wasn't crying.
Okay. All right, now,
We're not gonna have time to go through all my tattoos.
well, let's try. Come on, we got like an hour with you guys.
I don't want to go through all of them.
Well, okay, here. I actually had questions for you.
Sure.
Which one was your first tattoo?
First tattoo was that. It's a bathroom sign, basically, and I had more plans for it than that.
It's got clothes on, though.
But yeah. Anyways, so I had plans to make it a more evolved version, and then I decided to go from the bottom of the ocean to the top of the sky. So I threw a snorkel on him underwater.
To make them underwater?
Exactly.
Because that was an afterthought.
Yes.
Okay. What's
And that
your...
was in my living room.
Oh,
That was in my living
how
room.
old were you?
Well, when I threw the snorkel on him was in my living room. When I originally did it, it was I think I was just turned 18, maybe 17. I might have had to have a piece of paper signed by mommy.
Then probably 17.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. What's your most recent work?
Most recent tattoo would be actually from Warped Tour. I don't think I've had time. Did the PMA thing by my guy Stevie P out of Ohio. Can't remember if it's Dayton. He might be a Dayton dude, Dayton, Ohio. And he did that, and he did the Gratitude. And I thought he might have just did that. It was literally like we did it in like I had an hour before we played, and he like rushed it. We did like an hour before we signed and did it, and it was just kind of quick like that. When you have a tattoo artist, like a really talented tattoo artist, and they want to work on you and they're set up in your back lounge, you just
Kind of have to do it.
you have to just do it. Yeah, for sure. And if you have an hour, you just you need to
So
tough
were
it
you,
out.
like,
So
bleeding and stuff on, you went up to-
yeah, I mean I'm not a big
Excuse me,
bleeder.
tattoo?
I'm not really like a big bleeder, like at first it is, but I wrapped it up. I unwrapped it when we played, dabbed it. Yeah, I don't really bleed too much though. It depends on the spot, but
Yeah.
typically my stomach bled a lot, but that was really it.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any tattoos that you regret or have covered up?
No cover-ups yet. I don't have any plans to, but no cover-ups yet. I still have more room on my body
Is
to
there any
cover.
that you just kind of don't like anymore? Or are you-
Sure, it depends on the day, right? Like you look at it and you're like, oh, that's stupid, and then the next day you're like, okay, it's cool. Yeah, it varies day to day, based on my mood and things like that, I think. But nothing that I'm like so appalled at that I need to just like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed kind of thing. I think my saying is that if you don't have a bad tattoo and you have a lot of tattoos, then I don't trust you. Because if you have all good tattoos, then it's a little too premeditated, and you're trying to be cool. Yeah, I don't buy that. So I think bad tattoos are almost a necessity. Yeah, right. You can't trust them.
All right. So you have sleeves. You have your chest. Anything down?
No, I don't have anything on the bottom half of my torso.
Do you
I don't.
think you'll cover the rest of your body?
If I do one piece, then I will. if I like fall into it. I just want to cover my top torso right now, which is pretty close. Most of my back is open, but most of my front is completely done, and my sides are pretty much done.
So you kind of just go in and fill in spots.
At this point, I just have to fill them in. Except I have to do like a big back piece, and I'm really indecisive because as I get older, taking chances seems less and less fun. So I really have to like go in with something specific. So yeah, well, all of them are thought through, but they were thought through in a way that isn't as heavy as a giant back piece. You know what I mean? A back piece is like, it's a big commitment.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just go in and do that. So I'm going to have to think of something for the back. But yeah, if I get one, like a thigh piece or something, then I'll just keep going, because that's what always happens, right? Like, I just wanted like the sincerity, and then after a while I was like, it looks like I'm wearing a turtleneck, I need to just do it. So I put on like the other pieces, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just keep going, and then all the way up here. So yeah.
Did you ever get one on your face?
My face is really pretty. If I did, I would just do something that accents something, right? Like those, I like the little 3 dots around the eyes. I think those are pretty, but I'm not trying to cover up the moneymaker. Yeah, no, it's leave the beauty alone.
Okay. Now, most of your work, if not all of it, seems to be more of a traditional style.
I like traditional.
Oh wait, you have a Chiodos logo too.
Of course I do.
I just saw that.
Of course I do.
You gotta tuck these other guys into that.
No, you shouldn't have to talk that in. You know, you shouldn't have to talk them into it.
Shows their commitment, right?
Nah, I mean, I got kicked out, and I still have it, right? So
you got that before you got kicked out?
yeah, of course.
And
Yeah, right? Well, that's literally, I think the first thing I said was, I guess I'm going to have to get my tattoo removed. I think I was nervous. I didn't really know what to say. But, yeah, it's all good now. Because I'm back in the band. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to anyways. We're also...
Maybe we'll just sell it.
There you go.
Do you think you'd ever get different styles of tattoos, or you just stick with the traditional work?
I prefer traditional because I think it's more timeless. I think that as the evolution of art continues to grow, tattoo artists will become more and more and more detailed, more and more detail oriented, and I prefer the traditional work because I think it's timeless.
It'll never go out of style.
I don't think it will. It hasn't yet.
Yeah, it's been around for
Yeah, exactly. It hasn't yet, and old people look cooler with traditional tattoos. They look like awesome sailors. You know, I like it.
All wrinkly with some...
I like it. I like it. But we'll see if I mean, I'm not opposed to anything. I mean, I'd love to get, a portrait or something, but I'm not going to go to just anybody. Yeah. No, I won't. I won't. Yes, there are.
Do you have any very significant or meaningful tattoos that you want?
All of them are significant. All of them are meaningful. It depends on where you're going with it. What kind of meaningful? What you thinking?
I don't know.
One
that particularly stands out is...
Well, I mean, they all particularly stand out. They're tattoos on my body. Come on. But this one is about my grandparents.
Okay.
I grew up in kind of a dysfunctional home. My parents divorced when I was really young. So, I decided to get this as a reminder that, they basically showed me that love exists. I wouldn't have believed that love existed other than fairy tales and things like that. So I got that as a reminder. Yeah, there's a lot. This one is Jacob Dylan lyrics. I love Jacob Dylan. It says it's not about moving mountains. It's about digging the ground that you're on. And that's basically just take care of you right here and don't try and do everything at once. So,
all right.
Yeah.
So I have one last question for everybody. If for some reason you guys stopped playing music, what else do you think you would want to do or maybe venture into?
Me, it'd probably be something with computers with a networking focus.
Did you go to school for that or anything, or just an interest?
Well, it's always been like a secondary hobby of mine.
Okay. What do you think?
You can't do music? It'd probably be, something in film. I'm an artist, so it'd be creative, something probably in film.
Okay. What do you think?
Similar. I'd like to stay involved with entertainment, no matter what it is, from video to music production or whatever.
Okay.
I think Brad would make a really good sports broadcaster.
Sports broadcaster.
I'd have to learn not how to mumble first, but yeah.
Gotta get the voice down.
I think for me, I'd probably do something with like cooking my own food and brewing my own beer. I used to work at a brewery when I wasn't in the band for a while, so to me it's got a creative kind of side as well, because I really like to cook and I enjoy it, and you throw different elements of things into it, so something like that. But I'd rather play music over doing that.
Exactly.
So
Well, we hope you guys stick around and stay together for a very, very long time. Any last words to your fans, or?
Thank you guys so much for your support. If you're watching this, hopefully you're a fan. And we really, really appreciate the fact that you guys are sticking with us. Go out and pick up our new record, Devil. Came out last month. So please, please support us. Thank you.
She's in love with herself, and I never should.